This card looks a little complicated, but oh, it is so simple. Hi everybody, welcome to sunnydaystamping.com. I'm Julie Baca. I'm so glad that you're here. This fun fold is going to be so great just to display all your pretty papers. So bring out your pretty papers and let's get started on this card. So we'll start by making the card base, and you're going to put it in your paper trimmer in portrait mode and cut it at 4 1/4. And then extend the arm of your paper trimmer. If you don't have a paper trimmer that has an extending arm, get this one. This one is awesome. Okay, and then you're going to cut it at 7 1/2. I like it because it folds up really compactly, but I can still cut papers out to 17 inches. This paper trimmer also scores. So now we're going to score this at 5 1/2. Let's close that down. So now we've got our really unusual card base, which is what makes fun folds so fun. Now you're going to take this other piece that you, the other part of your cardstock, and we're going to cut this down to 8. And then 2 1/2. And score it right here at 4. I don't normally give the measurements on my video because I make mistakes, and maybe I made mistakes, so you might want to double check me. I linked in the description of this video the blog post that goes with this card. This project sheet has all the measurements for the cards today, and I emailed that out this morning. So if you're not on my email list, you can sign up in the description of this video, and I email out a new project sheet each week. They're free for that first week, and then they go to my tutorial store. So make sure to grab them off your email. So now you've got these 2 pieces for your card base. Go ahead and burnish those edges so that it lays more flat. This card is not going to lay flat unless you make a belly band or something for it, but we'll get it to lay pretty flat like this. Or maybe not. It is sticking straight up. There we go. So this card design is perfect for all your pretty papers. Today I'm using the lovely Blossoms, and I'm going to use the stamp set that coordinates with it. But so pick any beautiful papers, and so you've got lots of places to put the papers. And I'm going to show you 3 different ways that I made this card just to give you ideas. Actually, I'll show you the first one right now, and you can see that I used all the same designer series paper for the back and front to kind of give it more of a seamless look, and then just chose the other side of the paper just for this kind of delicate design that coordinates. This is the quick and easy, simple version right here. But for the card that we're making together, I chose some of the other papers from that set, and we're going to put them on the different panels. And I've got all the measurements for these pieces of paper on that project sheet or on the blog post. Now, when I put down like a big piece of designer series paper like that, I like to take my bone folder and go all the way across it so it is nice and smoothed out. Now for this piece, we're going to glue this here, and you can choose either way. It is so hard to decide, but I'm going to choose this black one right now. Oh no, I did want to do this one. All rats, all rats. Okay, I'm going to recut this. Okay, new piece, and that fits. Okay, great. That is one thing I love about paper crafting. When you make a mistake, it's not like you ruined your big expensive piece of fabric if you were sewing some clothes or anything. It's just a little piece of paper, so no stress. Okay, ooh, that's pretty. Now this is our little inside of our card. I'm not gonna glue that in yet, but we're gonna put this piece of designer series paper on the front here, and it's just gonna be a really great base for our focal layer. So now we're going to do a little bit of stamping. I'm using the lovely Arrangements stamp set, which has these beautiful words and these just classic flowers. Matches perfectly with the designer series paper that we're using. These flowers are exactly matching. One thing I really love to do first is to add a stamp to the back of my card just like this on the bottom. Now, one thing to note about this card, the only place to write is going to be on the inside of this little piece. So if you need to write like a long thing, you can cut a piece this size to put here in white to write, or just cut a piece for the back, 5 1/4 by 4, to put on the back if you need more writing. I'm not one who writes a lot. I just like to send the pretty thing. So this card that we're making together, we're going to keep it really simple. We're only going to use 1 flower on the front. You can stamp that on a piece of cardstock. These are the dies that go with this set, and I am going to use it to cut this out, but you don't need the dies to make this card that we're using. You can just cut this out with scissors. Now on your project sheet, there's a measurement for a piece of white cardstock to go on the front of this little card and the one for the inside. So for this card, we're going to use this, but I've got another card where we're not going to use this piece because we're going to use a die cut instead. But for this card that we're making together, I wanted to do it where we're not using that many dies in case you don't have the die set. So we're going to just take a couple stamps out of that stamp set. Line this up here and just stamp that. Oh, love you so very much. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know about you. I have horrible handwriting, so I love it when somebody else writes it for me. And then we'll go ahead and stamp the inside. So I'm going to just grab another stamp out of that set, always here for you. Then I'm just going to grab a piece of scrap paper because I want to put that same flower kind of in the corner over here. There, so simple and pretty. You know what? I think we'll do one more thing. Let's go ahead and just stamp one of these, one of the leaves out of that stamp set. We may or may not use it. I'm going to see. Go ahead and you can cut this out, but I'm going to use the die. Okay, now we have all our parts and pieces. In order to keep supplies low, I just used black on all the cards, except for this little leaf if you want to do that. We're also, on this card, not going to color anything in. We're just going to leave it like this. If you love that lovely arrangement stamp and die set I'm using, I've got a video class, 16 videos, 16 ideas from 16 demonstrators, and I'm one of them. This is our monthly class for February. You can purchase it in my tutorial store, or better yet, if you place a $75 Stampin' Up! Order with me, you'll get this for free, and I'll also email you my techniques, templates, and fun fold class for this month. I team up with Jackie and Heidi to create this, so you'll learn another fun fold, a template, and a great technique. So these are my bonuses for shopping with me in February. This is going to make it quick and easy to make, but also doable if you don't have a ton of supplies. So now we'll just put all of this together. So we'll go ahead and glue this part onto the inside of this little mini card here. Come on, glue, come on out. There we go. Just put that right there. Use my bone folder to make it nice and adhered. And then the easiest way I found to do this part, put glue on the back, obviously, but open up your card and you're going to center this right in the center, making sure that it's open because this needs to kind of sandwich in between there, but I keep it closed. And then we're going to put it just right, center it right in the center instead of trying to like center, kind of sandwich it beforehand. This makes it easier to line everything up so that it's not crooked. Ask me how I know. The first one I made, I'm like, oh no, that was really crooked. So now you're going to close this and close that. Isn't that beautiful? You can see all 3 papers so nicely. That's why I'm like, this design is so great for showing off lots of papers. And so we'll just center that right up in there. And then I think we will use this leaf. We'll just put a little bit of glue here. Tuck it under here. I'm just going to put it here just to see. Yeah, that looks good. Now we're going to adhere this with the Stampin' Dimensionals, but we want to be very strategic where we put those dimensionals so that our card can be opened. So I know I don't want to put one under here because it'll stick to this part. So I'm going to put one here and here. Wait, where did I say? There, and there. Okay. There, so I'm just going to close that, pop that on. Maybe I need one more in the corner. When you need to add an extra one, peel off the top first so that both sides are sticky. And then just kind of lift it up and stick it under there. there. Now that feels nice and secure. I know you can't feel it, but I can feel it. So there, that is gorgeous, just like that, with no embellishments or ribbon or anything. But since I have these, I think I'll go ahead and add these little dots. I'm gonna tuck one over here and another one right there. And let's see, we'll put one more. It's always good to work in threes. There we go. I'll put it right over here. No, that's too much in a line. So you want to work in triangles, threes and triangles. Let's put this. I never know. Right there. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so isn't that so pretty? Okay, so now let me show you one more way to make it. So now we've got the first way, which was the seamless designer series paper, and really very simple. We only did the flower, not even a leaf. This one, we stepped it up just a little bit by using different parts of the designer series paper and added a leaf. But now we're going to pull out all the bells and whistles. We're going to get those dies out. So if you get the dies that go with the stamp set, I just wanted to show you a card to use with that. It comes with the dies to cut out the flowers and leaves that are stamped. Also these great sentiment strips, some great ways to add texture. It also comes with these die leaves that cut out those leaves so beautifully. So you can't do that with scissors. So that's why I wanted to make this card a couple ways without using these dies so that you can do it if you don't have these dies. But the dies sure do make it pretty. Okay, so I put a card all together. I cut out some flowers already and put some leaves there. But then instead of adding designer series paper to that panel, I used the die from this stamp set to cut out the paper in the same color cardstock. And then just to make it fit, I'm just going to snip this line of circles out of the way here. And then I'm going to glue that onto that panel just to add some texture. And I'll have the measurements for this whole card on that project sheet also. So now for our stepped up card, instead of having this white piece here that you can cut out, I used the die to cut out a sentiment strip. And then just to add a little something, I'm going to use the Cloud Cover Stampin' Blends just to add a little bit of color to these flowers. So this is the same color as the card base, so it's going to be really subtle. I'm just going to go over the lines that the artist did, but also just kind of darken it up here by the center of the flower. I'm also going to just kind of darken this up right here. Although we won't see too much of it because this is going to be covering it up. And then I'm going to do the same thing to this flower, just kind of in the center and just along those lines, very lightly where the artist has lines. That's going to give it just really subtle dimension. And then we're going to glue this leaf behind here, but actually instead of glue, I'm just going to tape this back there. That just seems so much easier, especially when these die cuts are really delicate. I just tape them on there, and then we will pop that up with Stampin' Dimensionals. So then we're just going to put it right on top of here. So I just wanted to show you how I glued all these down and then popped this up, just kind of create a anchor for your main flower is kind of what you're doing. And then I'm just going to rotate this so I don't see any part of that sentiment on that side. And then we'll go ahead and add a couple of these dots. And isn't that so pretty if you have the extra time and the supplies to do it this way? So I hope this gives you some great ideas either to make it the simple way or to step it up a little bit. But either way, make some beautiful cards with your beautiful paper and send them to people you love. If you love fun fold cards like this, subscribe to my channel. I put out a new card making video every Friday. If you'd like those products that I was using, but you want them at a discount, come and join Stampin' Up! With me. Demonstrators get a 20 to 25% discount on all products. We're called demonstrators, but you're not required to demonstrate anything. You can just shop for yourself at a discount and enjoy that. If you're watching and it's February 2026, there is a great join bonus this month. The starter kit is $125 in products that you choose what you need, and and you pay only $99, but they are adding in the brand new Stampin' Positioner, which is Stampin' Up's newest tool for making card making so easy, and that is added into your kit. So if you have any questions, just leave me a comment, or I'll also put some information in the description, but I would love to have you on my team. Thank you so much for watching. Have a sunny day.